Плотные персонажи, ШД очень неприятно им делать. Мы видели с Спидбрейкером игру, где Брейкер отлетал быстрее, мы даже могли ставить.
Да и вообще Shadow Demon как герой, который кучу трудностей тебе создает и в первой фазе уходит, я думаю, что...
Они забанили алхимика в первой фазе.
Бан алхима.
Антимага, который вы... Вы что, не перефармили?
Да. ФП антимаг просто.
Это как, знаете, как когда...
Алхимика нет, ШД нет.
Это чем дольше команды играют друг с другом, тем страннее становится банфаза. И там на БО9 на последней карте у нас там баны антимаг, алхимик, да, пойдут в Фурион.
Просто смотри, ФП был у Минески в прошлый раз, и они открывались ШД, правильно я помню?
Баратрум.
Сейчас они забанили, хотели открыться в виде брейком, как раз забанили вот ШД. Тоже. Но в то же время остается Oracle. Но Oracle, как сказал Вова правильно, все-таки пятерка. Делать Oracle четверкой ты не очень хочешь. Тем не менее, все равно ты...
Тимбер аппарат, не маловато ли контроля у тебя будет? Рубик идет вообще. Стороны Минеск.
Великолепно. Он может воровать стан у ВК. Может переманивать его члена, чтобы набрать себе огород целый. И в крайнем случае сайленс. Берешь и закрываешь все это.
Ну это совсем ничего уже не остается, только сайленс, да, уже? Ну, Крипсворм.
Кстати, можно...
Не, Рубик с экзорцизмом может натворить. Рубик бьет палкой, и вокруг него духи анонимные появляются, как у ДП.
Кстати, а если взять Манки Кинга еще, то и с палкой бить не придется. Палка вообще рядом с тобой лежать все время.
Ой, как же это странно. Да, но, честно говоря, сложно понять.
Ты воруешь скелетов. Ссылаешь их Рубиков. Потом воруешь у Чена. сзади с крипами спать. А крипов ты никуда не
Кстати,
Слушай, сначала
знаешь,
давай-
что подумал?
Вова, они, по-моему, не воруют.
Не воруются скелеты.
Они не
Жаль.
воруют.
Потому что если бы воровалось, то мы по одной линии отправляем скелетов, а по второй
Ты
кого?
сначала наворовал крипов.
Антимага берем и отправляем по второй
Нет, ты
антимага.
сначала наворовал крипов, они сидят в загажнике. Потом скелетов и реально сплитаешь.
Потом армию просто
Объясните мне,
ведешь.
почему это не аппарат справа? Я не понимаю. Я плохой.
Аппарат был неплохо.
Turn to pick.
И потом, но там контроля маловато было бы, нет, с аппаратом? Ну, так не кажется,
Да,
что...
ты доберешь, во-первых, еще какой-нибудь себе там стан, ну, типа, даже Свена, например. В бане нет? Ну, вот Свена можно было. К этой компании. У тебя Spirit Breaker дает немало контроля. В конце концов, остается все еще в пике Дарксир под Брейкера.
Дарксир это значит, что ты Тимбера должен на первую и вторую
Тимбер, да,
позицию.
пойдет, ну, в легкую можно его отправить, например, как вариант. Ну, то есть,
Но в
такие
легкую
вот-
ты не видишь против кого стоять, а стоять ты будешь против Пака в легкой линии.
В общем, при любой ситуации аппарат больше, чем рука.
Тут у Минески драфт выглядит, как будто им нужно за 25 минут закончить. Не?
Наоборот, вот.
А чем ты в лейте будешь у Минески
У
играть?
Минески просто набор станов, чтобы... Длина мне совсем не нравится. Вот только ПК там переживет. Чен хилит. Два сайленса, ты все равно берешь кастера. Проще взять себе что-то такое БКБ-штое.
Я сдаюсь.
Mineski's turn
Стрей.
to ban.
Ты как?
Я в порядке.
Ты остаешься, да?
замечательно.
Бафик сдался просто, если что у нас.
Я
да?
останусь.
Да,
Да,
все,
вас
договорились. Спасибо, сразу видно профессионалов, да, все-таки.
Ну и каким-то кором это все подвать. То ли с Рубиком, пятеркой.
Ебан Марфа интересный, довольно тоже ничен.
5 seconds remaining.
Против какой-то определенной тройки.
Мне бы даже вместо Рубика ЦМ, аппарат ЦМ-ка понравился.
Я не знаю.
Какой, да, есть только Кибер, который...
Как насчет шейкера слева?
Думаю, они могут себе взять Омника на четверку-пятерку и пойти вперед с ДП, с ВК и просто так
Mineski's turn to pick.
банили.
Кстати, Омник вполне вероятно. Я просто не очень понимаю бан Марфа, да, вот.
А Банакса, ты не уверен, что это пак, думаю, что, возможно, ПК-суппорт.
Нет, это может быть Пак 4. Играли,
Пак 4
играли
может
довольно
быть,
много в этом
да,
сезоне.
Пак 4 может.
Ну, не очень много, но играли.
Какой-нибудь Найкс для меня.
10 seconds remaining.
Он из ВК дерется на равных, и пака не поймать не ладно.
5 seconds remaining.
Вот, например, антимаг.
Слар.
Антимаг здесь был получше, я скажу вам
Вообще,
сразу.
кстати, это легчайший Омник, не? И
Нет.
Пака на четверку
Да,
отправляем и душим просто
не, Омник
Сларка.
здесь может вообще...
Ну, если тройка, да, пожалуй, Омник. Если тверка, то...
Шейкероса. М?
Шейкер неплохо, Шейкер нравится, на самом деле, в этом
Тогда
пике.
Рубику будет воровать.
10
Это правда.
Ну, надо ж хоть чуть-чуть гуманитарной
Здесь
помощи
вообще-то-
парню, а?
Здесь уже
Ключи в Рубика.
фейс-шифт добавили. В принципе, уже полный комплект есть. Можешь включить экзорцизм, потом в шифт уйти. На Рубике вообще.
Юльчик собрать еще.
И не стоит забывать, что вокруг тебя крипы стоят так.
Нет, ты влетаешь на хайграунд, включаешь экзорцизм, реально shift, Q,
Еще
shift, blink out. Пол тауэра нет.
И реально. О.
Шейкер неплохо.
Ну и бан
Помни мне всё,
бан
что
Марфа можно
больше
было так
импонирует.
объяснить.
Оракл не хочет.
Шейки нравится тем, что с дистанции подцепить можно. Правда, там нет какого-то бёрст урона, но тем не менее. Даже в глобальной драке шейки.
На Сларка пока мало, да. Есть, конечно, АОЕ. Но вот так, чтобы закинуть в него...
Мне кажется, с точки зрения контроля тут реально какой-то...
А может Эрспирит еще, нет? Мобильности добавить.
Спирит...
Или Тимбер подрезает.
Тяжело ему, да. У них куда постабильнее.
Разор!
Это ваш пак на
your hero.
Пак на
Или
четверке.
ВК.
Или ВК на тройке. Не, ВК на тройке вряд ли. ВК на четверке. Подожди, как
Они хотят поставить Разора против Тима.
Джентльмены, ну вот очень интересно обсуждаем с одной стороны, да, с другой стороны есть важные вещи. Твиты ваши, дорогие друзья, давайте посмотрим на ваши твиты. Понимаю. А что слева такое? Знаю тех, кто справа.
Это что-то как и персонаж из Лола, наверное.
Наверное, не иначе так вот. Только есть. Если бы кто-то у нас в этой комнате в лол хоть раз играл, могли бы разобраться даже, что это за герой. Так. Ага. Этот прогамбит, этот прогамбит.
Неплохо.
Вообще мне нравится размазанный слегка бафик. Это как отдельный способ мемосов отличных. Да, спасибо вам, друзья. Есть на что-нибудь еще?
Кто меня замутил?
Кстати, а знаете, кто еще всех мутит? Да хак. Кстати, про гамбит, ребят, поговорим, может быть, чуть-чуть? Не?
Звучит неплохо. Я помню, у нас, по-моему, в прошлом году на квалах 5 было такое же, что хотели хотя бы сделать. Хочу увидеть этот раскаст.
Пожалуйста.
Не знаю, мне сложно говорить, но я поставил на Минески, потому что хочется 2-1.
Бафика не спрашиваю, он сдался, дорогие друзья. Он сам объявил. Ну и на этом мы будем передавать слово нашим замечательным комментаторам.
Спасибо большое, студия аналитики. Бодренькая, правда, у вас там. Ну, возвращаемся сюда. Здесь Габлак, друг.
Шаверму крошить будем?
Да, Пугну, ну, в тот раз реально крошили. Я так посмотрел, и правда там от Пугны ничего толком не осталось. Был порублен. Ну, теперь никакого Пугны, как и на той карте, на самом деле, никакого Пугны толком не было. Вторая карта. Кто тебе больше нравится? В кого больше веры?
Тут сложно очень вообще до того, как мы увидим хотя бы первые минуты игры, какие-то прогнозы делать, потому что у нас и студия аналитики немножко в недоумении была после ластпика, и я, собственно, тоже. Мне интересно, как будут распределяться роли, и мы видим, что троечка Разор, ДПшка, Мид, Кэрри, ВК и пак четверка, вот тот самый пак четверка. И тут дело даже не в том, что как вот по позициям это все дело будет, потому что, ну, пак, наверное, это вот самый очевидный вариант был на четверку его спихнуть, потому что ВК четверка там было предположение, но тогда непонятно, как вы собираетесь игру выигрывать, поэтому вот этот вариант, вот, конечно, такой самый очевидный. Тут намного интереснее, как, собственно, будут линии распределяться. Тут хотят, судя по всему, поставить Разора против Тимбера. Разор Тимбера прям бьет. И тут вот сейчас будем наблюдать за вот этими обманами, за вот этими перемещениями, свапами и так далее и тому подобное.
Да, вардики не поставили на вражеских позициях. Центр себе завардили одни и вторые. Не знаю, что по информации, не обратили мы внимания. Кто-то испалил вард, дело уберется. Но по рунам видим, что
так,
дроид
вот
забирают 2
уже
и 2
здравствуйте. Во-первых, у KP уже вкачан Тимперчейн на пассивочку, чтобы разрывать дистанцию. Во-вторых, KP на этом Тимперчейне поехал вниз, увидел Разора, и вот то, что я вам только что описал, уже наглядно происходит. Тимбер бежит через всю карту вниз. Сверху у нас уже появляется Сварк, сверху у нас уже появляется Спирит Брейкер. И я думаю, что на этом все не закончится. Коэффициенты у нас очень интересные тем временем. Естественно, после первой карты все подравнялось. В ADROIT уже верят гораздо больше. И ADROIT уже являются вовсе фаворитом.
Да, они, правда, они ведь очень хорошую игру показали. Они и 2 карты против команды Amplify одну за другой выиграли. И тоже на супер уверенности. Здесь Минески, которые, казалось бы, грозно вступили в Bo3. Ничего не смогли сделать. Если мы ошибок не наблюдали глобальных от них против команды GMM, то здесь же какая-то вообще безыдейная карта получилась. Ряд критических неприятностей, ошибок и... ADROIT реально выступают первым номером. Окей, по лайнам мы разобрались. Поставили Тимбера вниз, но туда уже Разор перелетел. Причем, я так понимаю, Разор на телепорте отправился вниз. Тимбер
ты
на телепорте.
Что не закончится все
да,
на
Тимбер
этом.
на
Тимбер уже в
телепорте.
топе.
Для того он, собственно, пешком и шел туда. И ты говоришь, разрывать дистанцию с Разором, Тимберчейн. Тут я бы еще сказал, что с первой минуты разрывать дистанцию между верхним и нижним лайном.
Смотри, в чем
побыстрее
фишка.
немножко добраться.
Тут Тимбер остался левел 1. Разор-то с паком могут Сварка в 2 ренджа напрячь довольно-таки неплохо. Тимбер левел 1, который... у него левел 2 уже имеется. Все.
Да,
ну, это...
крипов.
15. Maybe they'll make into swap. Boogie is behind the mid lane. Looking for something.
I mean, they definitely see him.
Yes. That they do.
And it looks like, yeah, he's just trying to make his way down here and get the charge off onto Boomy. Does have phase shift. Was that a recall interrupted? Am I crazy?
It's on cooldown, so... Oh, no, but they brought the Razor Top.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Recall brought Razor Top. They're just swapping again to keep trying to force these matchups that they want.
So, pretty even so far in this laning stage. We'll have to see what the sort of regen situation is like. Keep our eyes on that. But at least so far, so good for ADROIT. Lina is leading the CS, but everybody else is having a good time on the Dire.
Yeah. Yeah, these laning matchups pretty good. Nika Baby taking some pressure, but alright, that time around Boomy gets the phase shift.
Yep. And Natsumi there, and now punching away onto Raging Potato with all of the right-click damage, and even that little creep right there, it's a little bit of a problem, but First Blood is going to go the other way as Boomy drops. And they make the kill happen. Well done. But in the meantime, it's just to deny the neutral creep. So yeah, Raging Potato is going to come back after 20 seconds.
He survived on 2 health.
That's kind of nuts.
Pretty gross. Boogie.
Oh. He's going to be ran down now too, so they're trading hits. That's the nice part about this, is really high base damage on the puck.
Yeah, they've really buffed Puck to the point where he's a pretty fantastic laner. KP is level 4 now, actually able to start slapping back against Buccarino a little bit.
Yeah.
So it seems like Timber having an okay lane. Nika Baby does have some CS. A little pressure once again.
Raging Potato just eating those Wraithfire blasts as well.
Interesting skill build from the Wraith King. He's opted for an early point in the Vampiric Aura. I don't know if they just want to push the lane. Oh, kill it mid.
Nice play there with the Spirit Breaker to get the charge through, and also going to be able to refill the bottle afterwards. So Moon going to have a nice time there. The 1v1 evening up a little bit as the level 4s are being hit by both heroes.
They might just be able to kill the Death Prophet again at level 6, once Lina has 6. So that's going to be harsh. Boogie trying to come in from a charge from behind here. It's only heading to the Wraith King, though.
In the meantime, Nico Baby is taking a lot of harassment there. If they turn to fight, get a couple more right clicks, Nico Baby might just go down. Alive on 60 HP. Ninja Boogie also taking some harassment. Switching over to the side, able to get that salve fully used. Ninja Boogie, the bulldoze, as well as the walkaway, keeps him fine and dandy. The pressure continuing to be mounted here on the Nico Baby. I mean, he's still getting CS, but he's being harassed.
5-minute bounties. Ninja Boogie wants him.
Oh, does he live through this? Afterwards, bulldoze, walk away. But the puck, he TP'd in and finds the punch. No, he's not going to be able to do it. He gets the kill.
All right. Still, though, super worth to get 2 bounties.
Yeah.
For your life at that point. Moon up top, going for Buccarino.
Rotation makes it happen. Dragon Slave gets the kill. Well played. Moon making moves.
All right, very nice use of the invis. Good rotation. Oh, and he's going to get the bottle refill as well off of Ninja Boogie.
Nice.
All right, that's so nice. They're keeping this Lina on the map constantly.
That's what they need to make happen.
Radiant's middle tower.
Yeah, Slark can catch up later, but the Lina needs to have a good start. She's all the damage for the early game. They've got set up with the Spirit Breaker and the Rubik, but Lina is the one who's actually going to be killing anybody in these early stages. So, very good game so far from Moon.
But look at them just like tear down this tower. Like the Chen creeps are just taking it, and they want to take away the tier 1 tower super early.
Yeah. Yeah, if they can take all those tier 1s, then that catch-up zone for the Slark won't exist. He won't have the space in the jungle.
I mean, Mac is 2 levels behind, but he just hit level 6. And yeah, Raging Potato silenced. They give him the clap, give him the punch. Boomy on a killing spree. Position for Puck. Making it happen. And, I mean, I don't know how you stop this. They're going to send in the tornado in a second. Boomy is just diving here. Does have the jaunt away afterwards. Not going to happen, though. Raging Potato manages to zap him down.
Yeah, he can't phase while leashed, right?
Yeah.
So, the pounce is actually very annoying for Puck. But the matchup kind of goes both ways a little bit if you get a silence on the Slark when he doesn't have Dark Pact up. Charging top Bacarino is harassing down Nico Baby a little bit, but he does have the ultimate, so they might be able to commit here, though there is some turnaround potential.
Yeah. Status resistance, quite nice, but can they get this kill on a Ninja Boogie? Looks like the answer is yes. And again, Nico Baby gonna pop the ultimate this time. Bach walks away. Boomy looks like he's going to be fine too. So now the pressure's turned onto the tier 1 top as well. So no matter where they're going, MINESKI are kind of just keep on getting ran at.
Yeah. They've Mac has not skilled up the ulti just yet. He's actually floating 2 skill points.
Okay.
So see what he does. They might be waiting for that move that you were talking about, where they potentially TP in the Death Prophet and just instantly pop the Exorcism.
Right.
For now, he's just actually maxing out the Crypt Swarm just to farm a little bit more.
Okay.
This start of this game has been pretty slow for him. Oh, charge up top. Looking for Boomy. Doesn't get caught by the stun. Manages to jaunt away. That's a big rotation. Moon missing on that one.
Not able to find that kill he wanted. There's an Arcane Rune that pops up here in the top side as well. So Lina can save that one for a Laguna Blade play if she so desires. Death Prophet almost level 8, taking that 1 point in silence, but still no ulti as of yet. And looks like KP is just going to walk away from them as well. But a lot of space given to Boomy here.
Pounce at top, but Nico Baby actually the one perhaps in a little bit of danger. He's got wand charges. I guess it's just threatening.
Yeah.
He is going straight up Midas, but only 300 gold worth of progress towards the recipe. So
Timber denies the tower bottom. And they are playing consistently, sacking one hero and then giving Boomy a lot of farm. In this game, it looks like it's the Death Prophet.
Oh, okay, they kind of lifted Natsumi, but don't want to go for that kill. Bach's actually in here, pops the ulti, but also can't chase anything down. Lots of little pokes and prods, forcing TPs, forcing the rotations, but nobody hard committing to anything just yet.
It's sort of a weird game in that way.
Yeah, both position 1s, like the Wraith King and the Slark, they're both going Midas, but they've both been slowed down by being stuck in tri-lanes and stuff like that. So overall pace of the game feels relatively slow. Like highest level 8 by, I guess Leden's got level 9 by 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a ton happening. I want to see this. The exorcism usage has not been there just yet from Mac. Not the same way that it was in that other game. Though they had double save in that other game. In this game, they just have some bonus healing, and that's about it.
Now, this is a very large move yet again, as they're going to bring all the Chen creeps up towards the top, trying to secure the bounty runes away. Dreamcoil used onto the potato. Pick up that bounty. Kill him off. And now the charge coming through as well. That was actually a jaunt forward by Boomy. All the creeps are here, and he's taking a lot of harassment from Nico Baby. Pounce off cooldown in 1. Moon shows up as well, wants to clear through these creeps. The chase forward, Nico Baby able to pounce out. And it looks like that's about it. Moon still chasing. Has the haste run.
And he's scaring them, but he doesn't have the mana to really do very much, right?
No, and is actually getting his damage trained as well, and the haste run is worn out. Nico Baby here as well. Charge coming through. They want to dive this one if they can. Stomp not going to connect. And that puts the end on it, it looks like. As Timbersaw runs forward.
If they don't get any kills, this is hugely in ADROIT's favor.
Yeah.
They just brought all of their cores top. We've got DP farming bottom and Wraith King's been farming the jungle. Like, that last minute with no kills for MINESKI, that's a lot of gold that they just gained on the ADROIT side. And MINESKI seemingly want to stick around here. They do send Nico elsewhere to continue farming towards his Midas.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to be successful in taking out this tier 1 tower. So the KP rotation ends up being almost a complete waste of time.
Really rough. And in the meantime, Mac is playing catch-up, right? Like, this is what this hero needs to do, is be able to be a tank eventually. And gonna TP away. TP's back all the way to base. That charge is not gonna do anything. And they can recall him in with the Chen. 5-man Dota time. ADROIT, they got some items.
Yeah, Moon's had 2 good rotations so far, but Lina unable to get too much more. Now just a Dream Coil straight up from Boomy.
Oh my god, the silence, it's going to be brutal. KP needs to back the hell out of here. So they used the glyph, but this is going to be the tier 1 tower going down, absolutely. And in the meantime, you know, Natsumi is still farming up. He's going to have his Midas done.
Has fallen.
Big plays.
Yeah, okay, so Lina's almost got Yules. That's another timing for Moon. It's really just about the 4 heroes that aren't Slark for MINESKI. Both teams playing pretty similarly, right? They're waiting for their position 1 to farm Midas and to farm items. Everybody else is running around and trying to use their spells the best they can, get down some nice wards. But I would say so far it does feel like MINESKI a little bit more in control of the early game. They got some nice ganks on the Razor and the Death Prophet, but the last few minutes have been very nice for ADROIT.
Well, when you look at these like net worths and look, okay, Radiant is up on top, but I'd say the big difference here is that they're playing with a position 4 puck who's actually halfway to Blink Dagger.
Yep.
Like that is going to be scary for them when that timing comes out and having, you know, Yules on a couple of different heroes. They can't get bursted, most likely. We'll see how it goes. MINESKI, right now, looking a little bit in the favor of the other direction as they are end up losing the Spirit Breaker down bottom.
Man, playing Spirit Breaker when you're not on the front foot feels so bad. It's just like if you don't feel like you can set up anything for your team, then what can you really do? Everybody that's not Nico needs to go maybe play around the Lina a little bit.
Spirit Breaker is going to come out to charge that bottom wave, push it out. If they can find Mac here, this would be big. But he walks away, and the silence is out. Is he actually trying to get aggressive on the afterwards? Mac is crazy.
Man knows no fear.
Bottom lane, Ninja Boogie. Found, killed, and Nico Baby does find the leash there onto Bach, but Hand of God, TP away, no more pounce, and Bach is out by the skin of his teeth.
Alright, well, if they want to, they can. I think the Divine Favor is off cooldown. Oh no, 10 seconds to go.
Boomy, silence, continues to run, and you can see KP just wants to make something happen right now, but it's not happening. I mean, how much pressure is there right now, would you say, on the side of MINESKI to get things done? Or do you think it's okay if this game sort of goes into a little bit of a stalemate for a little while?
I don't think so. I think the Lina and the Timbersaw fall off later. Like, if the Lina or the Timber get caught by a Dream Coil or a Blink Stun or the Razor is just up in their face, I think both of those heroes just die. And that's extremely problematic if you're MINESKI.
What a great tip we have right here, by the way.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
If you want to see how to play Dota, check out these guys. Just buy a Bassi and a Smoke. Moon likes it.
Bassi is an amazing item. You know what the coolest play with Bassi is?
What's that?
You disassemble it, you buy a drum, and you buy an urn.
Hey, look at that.
It's value. You're playing like Bounty Hunter or something, you're going to buy a drum anyway. You might buy an urn. Value.
Let's go for it. I like it.
It gives you 8 damage.
Radiant's
What an
middle
item.
tower is under attack.
That is that's a base kip tip.
It's one of the few items that, well, like Perseverance used to give you damage randomly out of nowhere. I think Bassi is the, it's like the last item that gives you just, so hey, have some free damage for building this item.
It's the new Perseverance. Bodhi Pixel, if you're listening, go buy it. So 15-minute bounty runes coming up now. ADROIT, they're going to try and secure themselves 3 of them, it looks like. Timbersaw throws out the Chakram, but won't be able to get there quite in time. And looking quite good. Where do they go now, though? Like, is it just trying to run down tier 1 mid, or is it better to maybe pressure the jungle of the Radiant a little bit?
Moon, can you find it? Okay, just take the creeps. That sucks.
What do you think? Oh, Coil.
What's up here, though?
Wait a minute, Bach, he pulled him back in. Divine Favor making it work. Chase down. Ah, not going to be there for Moon. And instead, Raging Potato able to make the play, keep his buddy survivable. Steals away some Plasma Field, and MINESKI able to dodge that rotation.
A little bit more farm time. but the net worth is still moving in a dire direction. They're just everybody. They got the full tricore. Everybody's farming on the map. Death Prophet's catching back up. She's got her Yule Scepter now. She's still behind the Lina, but other than those 2 rotations, Lina's just been farming for the most part.
Silence comes out. And right now, Boomy is level 10.
Yep.
Like, he's doing it. Natsumi pushes out the top wave as well. Already has some skeletons out on the map, getting him some extra farm while this is all going on. In the meantime, Exorcism was used mid. Yule Scepter. Secondary Yule Scepter coming out, though, from Bach. Make sure that he doesn't get hit by that Light Strike Ray. And the damage coming out into this tower. They're going to take tier 1 mid. And meanwhile, the chase forward for more. Moon again going to pop that coil, chasing him down. Does he get the body blocks out? Boomy makes it happen, but it's not quite good enough, I don't think, because this plasma field does not get used. And it looks like ADROIT are just going to back out after the Exorcism. Charge. Onto the Chen. They take the Mud Golem, can hurl the boulder there to try and make a little bit of extra space. Nico Baby onto Bach, tries to run away. Does have that Yule Scepter, but needs to wait till Nico Baby comes out to use it and turns it back around, able to create that extra bit of space. Raging Potato wants to get the kill, and he will claim it. So 3 go down. MINESKI, some signs of life.
That was just a really bad direction to disengage. I mean, they chased Moon across. They got kind of baited.
Yeah.
That was a very, very difficult kill on the Lina without a like blink on the Wraith King or something. So, and that's 100% what costs them, right? Otherwise, there's no way for Slark to TP in. If they just back up the mid lane, then Slark can't come in and get any of that. But instead, they lose 3. So a bit of a misstep. ADROIT, I feel like we've been hyping them up, but they are still making some little misplays here and there. But the Wraith King still farming away with his skeleton buddies. He's about 1,000 gold away from his Radiance. Boomy wants to deny this top tower, but not before they actually TP in the Death Prophet.
They're getting charged right now.
He was getting charged,
okay.
But no longer.
Oh, Boomy.
Oh, no.
That's not it.
Range creep, get that denied.
Blink out. Oh, immediately coiled. Well played by Boomy, and they will find that kill. In the meantime, Bach goes down. So well played. Raging Potato and KP work together to find that kill. And well, Spirit Breaker likes what he's seeing. So nicely done. And MINESKI, the past couple of minutes, making the moves they need to. Yule Scepter lift up. Or excuse me. Just a lift up by the Rubik.
All right,
kill him off. That's huge.
That's Raging Potato finding, like, setting up 2 kills for his core is very, very nice.
Tower is under attack.
And now Moon has himself a Shadow Blade, so he's going to continue trying to pressure and gank. This is going to make his life a little bit easier in terms of finding these opportunities. Nico is going for an SNY this game, trying to tank up a little bit more, live through that initial burst.
Okay.
And then just keep on getting the stacks. I don't mind this.
I mean, you look these past couple of minutes, MINESKI have kind of turned it back around again. As the net worth lead now 2,000 into their favor, and more importantly, that experience really starting to balloon up. So Nico Baby, left alone, gets himself that level 15 talent.
Tower is under attack.
And ADROIT needing to find some answers.
The game will swing back at the double BKB.
Okay.
Though. Like, Death Prophet and Razor are both going for it, and Wraith King is about to start making some plays now that he has his Radiance online, so. This is...
Oh, another charge broken there. And Ninja Boogie left up in the air. Looks like they're going to take him down here. Still did not connect onto the other heroes, and Nico Baby was able to pick up the bounty road.
All right, well, the droid are like, hey, we're right outside Roshan. Look at all these summons and ghosts that we have. Spooky, spooky.
And it's really hard to contest this right now. Although Boomy did just show...
They're coming over here.
Now this is dangerous. Kind of fights going on simultaneous.
They got the root on him.
Nico Baby. All right, Midas is the creep. They find the catch, get the Aegis. It's on to Natsumi. They were able to take down that puck. But likewise, KP is kind of in the middle of nowhere.
It's time to stomp.
The stun goes out, but it's a little bit too late.
That would have been a kill for sure if he'd gotten that Centaur stomp properly. Because I think he had 2, actually. Yeah, a little bit of a miss micro.
So Aegis claimed by the Wraith King, but they did lose the puck for it. And Natsumi, this guy has 3 lives.
Do you really want to go on the Wraith King, guys?
Yeah,
Ask yourself this question.
Timbersaw does some damage. They throw the stun out onto Ninja Boogie, and he just drops. And now going to lose the Timbersaw as well. KP goes down.
All right, Moon's taking tier 2. That's pretty good. He's quite farmed, and I was talking about him having issues with these get up in your face heroes, but he is going to have the BKB before too long. So just his raw net worth is going to kind of get him out of a tricky situation in this game.
They're rapping though. They know.
No TP for 17th.
That does the stomp. Oh, the stomp. Give him the stomp. The chase down. They get the kill. 60 seconds on the sideline for the Lina.
Are they out of tips?
It might just be. It might just be.
I think, yeah, okay.
Well, silence there. Just going to clear out the creep wave. And again, the strength of Chen. In 30 seconds, he can recall back that puck.
Actually, yeah, the Puck is so unique. Well, Puck and Chen are so unique in terms of their ability to do this kind of lane clearing and influencing, right? Being able to send a hero to go and cut the wave almost completely risk-free, and then still being able to bring them back to the fight when necessary. Boomy can even just sit here, and he can keep threatening Nico to cancel his TP if he tries to go back while they high ground. I mean, I don't think they're actually going to go high ground here. They've still got other items to farm, and the double BKB timing isn't online just yet, which is what they're probably waiting for. But the ability to get that qualifier dream coil and then TP him in.
Box in trouble though.
Why is he here? Why is he on this hill?
Yeah, that was a little bit of a flub there.
Yeah.
But MINESKI take full advantage. They're able to find that charge vision and then afterwards punish him very heavily. So MINESKI buying themselves a little bit more time. I mean, once you get this BKB online for Lina, can they start to fight at that point? Like, because it feels like with this Aegis, ADROIT can kind of just run down lane to lane to lane to lane.
I think they need to wait out, but it's only another 2 minutes. For Aegis. They've almost got level 18 on the Slark and the Lina as well, so that's also a little bit of a boost. Really sucks for ADROIT that it was the Razor who died, because he's the one that they wanted to finish BKB on before doing, like, this farming Aegis is supposed to be for the 2 BKBs, and one of the people the last person who's supposed to be farming their BKB just died. So, yeah, that really kind of offsets a lot of this Aegis timing. But Moon, I wonder if he'll go the Fiery Soul stack talent this game.
Just to be another 4?
He's got a blight. What is this? Is he gonna go for Deso? He's got a Blightstone.
Maybe just casual. Oh my god, the Dream Coil though! The follow-up is there. They got the long duration silence. The BKB is used, and in a second, Moon might be in some more trouble as they're trying to chase this guy down. BKB about to wear off, seeing if he can hide off to the side, and well, he actually does it over in the trees.
Very nice juke. He knew that, yeah, Wraith King's blink was going to come back off cooldown. He couldn't just run.
Yeah.
So, all right. But you can see the issue as well. Like, even with the BKB, right? Lina just gets jumped on, loses half of her HP, and then has to spend the rest of the fight running away. Things would be different if Timbersaw could actually stand strong on the front lines and give the fight the structure. But without that, Lina just gets found every time at ADROIT. All right, they don't have the BKB, but they're still willing to just try and force their way up onto the high ground.
And Nico Baby is going to have to TP back now after the glyph was used in the top side and trying to bring down this Wraith King. He still has that Aegis. He still has Reincarnation. Jaboogie tries to walk through all of them. So does KP. They're taking a lot of this physical damage out from the Exorcism. The stun goes out now onto the Lina as well. Force Staff keeping her alive. That's fine and dandy. Natsumi takes down the tower. Stunned again. That's going to be the Aegis. BKB popped from Mac. They want to try and take down a little bit more or just get out.
All right, time to run.
Steel Scepter, lift, turn, coil, connects onto 2. Not bad, but they're going to blow up the Wraith King. No more Radiance in this fight. Boomy needs to get the heck out. The Stomp comes there, but they're still not killing him off. The regen coming, but it is going to be the Timbersaw going down. And now Ninja Boogie, after having bought back, wants to kill off this Death Prophet. The regen has expired, and so too has the DP. And it looks like they overstayed their welcome.
Yeah, nice tier 3, but I think they should have just ditched the Wraith King. Like, they did get what they got. the Timber and they got the Spirit Breaker
Yeah.
with that turnaround, but then they lost 2 more cores, so definitely not worth. They probably would have lost at least 1 more person to like the Spirit Breaker chase or something like that. Just Slark Vision plus Spirit Breaker chase.
Oh, good lift. Jay is on it. My man Bimbo making the things happen.
Is under attack.
Nico Baby just in the base. All right. That's where the creeps spawn, so that's where I'm going to be. And big swing back. This is going to be the tier 2 for sure. Losing the puck actually hurts so much.
Yeah.
They don't have the spam to be able to hold out the mid lane. I don't think they're going to go high ground, but just losing control of the lane is going to take them a little bit longer to reset, get bottom lane pushed out, get mid lane pushed out. They've taken this tier 3, but the real test now will be when can ADROIT get back onto the other side of the map to take out the shrines and reestablish a little bit of control.
And this part that we've talked about before as well is the Slark in this game.
Oh my god, he's got 4.8k gold in his coffers.
But also just the vision control that you're going to get because you are able to get back out on the map, find out where some wards are, and potentially take them out. Right now, Radiant, they have wards pretty much deep into the dire jungle, and then these wards should be taken out really soon as well once the Slark gets back onto that side of the map.
Lina is going for the right-click build here. Heading towards the Daedalus. Oh, they managed to interrupt the Divine Favor.
Okay, and Wraith King.
Oh, nice blink silence. Mac in the middle of everybody.
All of them. Catches Rubik. If they can blow up the Rubik at the start of this is huge. But Natsumi just goes down again. He didn't have his ulti back up. 30 seconds away. And that is really problematic. They need to back out of here very quickly. KP looking for the follow-up. Has the Yule Scepter out. Catches on the Bach. But it looks like that's going to be the end of the chase.
It's a long rotation for Boomy to get here. He's not even going to come. He's just going to try and shove out mid lane a little bit.
And it's really tough playing as the puck now. You have to be able to kill off the creeps without showing. Although the charge was already used, so he won't get caught out there. And TP's coming over for him. He realizes Rubik is on his way. Meanwhile, Go Baby. Getting a little bit fresh in the jungle.
Yep.
It's a 4,000 gold lead for MINESKI.
All right. Yeah, this Slark is getting big. And once he gets BKB, they can do basically nothing about him.
Yeah.
The 2 silences were annoying for a little bit, but once that comes out, he should just be able to chew through the fights. Unfortunately, he hasn't got a single kill yet. He's 0-0 and 5. He's just been farming the entire time. KP, not gonna try and go for him, Boomy.
They last it's 291. Not bad.
That's really good. Especially given that they've been getting pressured quite a bit.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of other Slark players might have kind of crumbled under the pressure of that tri-lane in particular. But he was able to make it out of there afterwards and just start running around the map and farming.
Yeah, his team made a lot of space as well. Well, you know, you look at Boogie and he's got a ton of deaths, but some of them were scouting and pushing out lanes to give you information. CML, okay, puts the center down and just about face, get me out. That's Alina.
Yeah. That's where I die.
Yeah.
Boomy, Spirit Breaker, ships in the night. There's a ward down
You
now.
can see ADROIT still haven't crossed back onto the dark and scary Radiant side of the map. Oh, those poor skeletons, they're trapped.
No. But yeah, this is the problem of now playing against the Slark. Like the one vision that they have over here, it's kind of hard to make that move, especially when MINESKI are playing up in your face. And if you separate too far, Slark will pick you off.
And you can kind of see why Death Prophet's going for the blink as well. They just want that little bit of extra catch.
Right.
They want to find this pick so that they can get back over there, take out the shrine, set up for Roshan #2, like get this game plan back on the rails. But MINESKI are not making it easy to cross the river. Oh, and Razor getting jumped.
Just sitting on top of a ward, gets taken out. And that's what happens if you leave your team for an instant. Get punished, particularly when they have that vision advantage, just sitting on top of that ward. It should reveal that there's a ward there, and we'll see if ADROIT are able to get that D ward going.
When we always talk about it when a game swings back on Chen. It always swings back really hard.
Right.
Like you go from this point where you're super strong, your creeps are taking the buildings, you're looking good, your Hand of God is doing enough to like keep your teammates alive through an extra couple of seconds, and then you go to the point where you don't have any creeps. There's no room on the map to rebuild your army. Your creeps just die in a few hits, and your heal is not enough to be significant in the face of like Slark pumping auto attacks and Lina just right clicking.
This could be the moment though. Forcing a fight
Moon with
MINESKI.
the value backpack Blightstone.
Yeah. I think they realize now what's happening. MINESKI. I don't know. I feel like right now if you're MINESKI, you kind of just don't want to fight for a little while, right?
Yeah, you can get another item on the Slark. Why not? Like you're the ones in control of the map. This could even end up being a farming Aegis a little bit. Like, get that tier 2 and then just farm out the dire side. Move your like ward radius in 1 step.
Okay.
And just kill them if they ever try and come out of the base with Spirit Breaker. And now Spirit Breaker, for going from being on the back foot the whole game, doing nothing, and now they're on the front foot.
Yeah.
And Ninja Boogie's got to be feeling amazing about what he can accomplish from this point forward. So yeah, Chen going from hero to 0, Spirit Breaker 0 to hero. It's a big swing.
It's happening. All right now. So yeah, KP. Almost level 20. And
how's this Rubik so farmed, man? Or is it just that Bocarino is really poor? A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
yeah, I think also the like comeback that you sort of get when you're that far ahead, and then I don't think he had to buy back in the fight, if I'm not mistaken.
He does have participation in 14 out of the 17 kills that his team's got. So.
And a lot of those kills were on the comeback, so.
Yeah. He is also he is the position 4. In fairness, Spirit Breaker's playing 5.
Yeah. Oh, a bit of a battle brewing. Puck is not here, down on the bottom side, but they will find one. It's the Spirit Breaker. KP also there. Boomy shows up. They have the coil onto 2, and KP silenced yet again. Lotus Orb is out to try and keep him alive, but it looks like it's to no avail as they will find that silence and kill. And I mean, fighting into Aegis, what more could you ask for? They didn't even have to use Exorcism.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
Still a nice place to fight. Had the Shrine as well. I think they were anticipating that was about to be an all-out brawl, but
Dire's top
just
tower
didn't
has
really
been
materialize. MINESKI were elsewhere on the... Ooh, Moon. Just down on Boomy.
Phase shift? Oh, not gonna happen. Moon gets the kill.
And a God not gonna save him there. Okay. Well, they got those kills, but they still haven't really moved out on the map.
So we talked about Timbersaw sort of falling off a little bit along with the Lina.
Lena's fine.
Lena's fine now.
Lena's
yeah.
owning. Yeah.
She did go the Fiery Soul per stack as well.
Yeah, Lena's going... Well, Moon has just kept his farm up this whole game. Right. That is the most important thing. You don't fall off if you just keep getting creeps. Bocarino trying to do what the Puck did earlier. Same fate.
And disarm, trying to keep him alive. BKB runaway. Raging Potatoes damage is not enough. And so, he's able to TP away. Do they realize it? Just barely out of there. Nico Baby, in the meantime, goes pretty high up and silenced. Has to force to eat the cheese. Oh, that's not what you want. And now with DP Ags.
Yeah, DP Ags is so ownage. Just even the fact that it has the slow.
Yeah.
Like the slow and the heal, it's got kind of every little thing that Death Prophet wants. That's like, oh, it does a little bit of extra damage? Great. Oh, it also heals me a little bit? Awesome. And it slows them? Even better. Okay, so Cheese gets forced out. They have Aegis for another minute and 40.
That was a smoke on top of a ward, and also Puck just completing Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, the Puck Ags is a big deal. We've seen Lina walking away from fights.
Yeah.
Plenty. And Slark also needs to be careful. He has to make sure that he packs it off. Tato dives in deep.
In the middle of all of them, Puck Ags, it's there, it's caught, and Moon in a little bit of trouble. He's going to throw out the ulti, does manage to take down Bok, and now he's trying to stand tall in this engagement. He's walking away and is going to be able to get out of there, not breaking the coil. Too much damage coming out from Nico Baby. Never mind, they weren't in trouble at all. They knew what they were doing. Good reaction, and well, Puck phase shifting, trying to walk away, gets the blink out. With no DP for 60 and no Razor for 40, MINESKI looking to take the first set of racks. Tier 3 tower already about to go down.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
This is looking like MINESKI's game to lose at this point. The Slark is just so big.
Middle barracks.
Got a little bit too tanky, a few too many items. They've gotten all of the answers to the lockdown from ADROIT as well, because a lot of it is soft lockdown.
Oh, that's some hard lockdown. Yeah, that's the thing. There's like no way to break that coil either. On the side of ADROIT.
Yeah, no way to force it.
Right.
So MINESKI just going to take full 2 lanes. I think that ADROIT could have won this, but they really lost a lot of momentum with Bocarino getting picked off those couple of times before he got his BKB.
And Moon does actually break the coil here, but he's still invis. And BKB, oh, good reaction with the Greaves out as well. That's Aegis expiring. Charge comes through, Bach gonna drop, and Moon back up to full HP and mana. Hand of God, not nearly enough. They go back in for another round, why don't you? That was also a nice little coil stolen from the Rubik. Boomy tries to escape, and he will back away, but another lift from the potato. Jay has been owning. They're all over it right now, and well, it's a good amount of damage out as well. The DP tries to do what she can. No exorcism, but all of those little skellies, it's not looking like it's going to be enough.
All right. MINESKI, I guess they just swing bottom, close it out. Nothing really that they can do. Exorcism is back up soon, but I don't see Mac 2v5ing this fight. He probably just gets chain stunned as soon as he comes back in. The Nether Strike is back off, cooldown, so.
They've got the burst for him. Natsumi jumps in, immediately gets pulled down, didn't get the blade mail off either, and is going to try and just walk at Moon, but GG is called, and it's going to game number 3, ladies and gentlemen. MINESKI versus ADROIT. And I honestly wouldn't want it any other way. I feel like both of these teams have looked solid. I'm excited.
I'm glad to see MINESKI looking like they were on form. They had a pretty solid game. Moon, very impressive farm. but that's a big mistake. So now what? They lose top tier 1 for free? Oh god, that's really bad.
Yeah.
Alright, Baccarino on these, I don't know if these aren't heroes that he plays as much, like the Bristleback and the Razor, but that's 2 games now where
Is under attack.
he makes some weird positioning mistakes and costing his team some timing. I'm a little bit more glad that the Troll is going for the Maelstrom here, just because it doesn't seem like they're going to be ending this game within the next 15 minutes or anything like that. Storm is already getting pretty big, and Storm only gets stronger the closer you get to his base. Like, pushing tier 3s against Storm, even before the 25 talent, is pretty miserable.
Yeah.
So I guess I just gotta farm up. Bristleback can be strong later on in the game, especially with this kind of a start. I don't think people underestimate it necessarily, but the amount of damage that Warpath can do is pretty ridiculous.
I will say that the Crimson Guard, you know, that felt like it was more about the timing push thing, which it looks like they're going to try and do now. Take down this bottom tier 1 tower. And Moon breaks the smoke there onto Bane. Again, just looking like he has a really good idea of what's going on in this game. And do they want to fight this? No, it looks like the call, just push out these side lanes. Maybe even just let them take the tier 1 tower, because yeah, this move it's just coming, what, a minute and a half too late.
Look, they would have traded the top tier 1 for this bottom tier 1.
Yeah.
So I think they're quite happy to just let them have it at this point. They're going to have the much better lane position. Mid lane's getting pushed by Boogie, top lane's getting pushed by Nico. Storm's also farming, and if they disengage in the wrong way here, Moon's going to punish them.
Yeah.
He's lurking, and ADROIT are splitting up.
I don't think you can kill Bach, though.
Yeah, you need way more heroes. It took everything that they had last time, pretty much.
They are bringing in more now, though.
All right, that's all 3 cores.
That's good jump for them, but they do have the Nightmare save. And, no, they Nightmared the Beastmaster instead, and Bach is just dead.
Yeah, they Nightmared the Storm, but they still had enough damage. It's bad. They don't... It can be really hard, like I'm saying, on heroes that people don't necessarily play that much. Like, Bach is probably thinking, I'm huge as Bristleback at 15 minutes. Surely there's no way that they can kill me. But it's very difficult to know. It's hard to have that intuition on a hero that you don't necessarily play all the time in the current meta.
Right.
So I feel like his team is telling themselves that they always have enough time to connect to him, but not the case. They're trying to take a fight as the Bristleback respawns. They've got the mech as well. Can they get a catch?
Eul Scepter, lift up, silence afterwards. They've got Black Hole, but Raging Potato is right there. They do have the grip. Gonna use this now afterwards if they want to. Didn't have the mana for Black Hole. He used Malefice. They had stolen already, so they couldn't have broken it.
Did Rubik just throw a creep or something at Bane to cancel that grip? I think he did.
Yeah, must have been.
That was really nicely played by Raging Potato, and he's already got a Spirit Vessel. He must have been farming a little bit with the Eidolons or something like that, because 53 CS. This is a really nice item timing for him against all 3 of the enemy cores.
It's true, and
I believe it also gets. Does Vessel interact with Arcane Supremacy? I should know this.
Not sure. TBH.
Yeah.
Don't see many Spirit Vessels this early. The Rubik for sure, but it's sort of also this thing I'm wondering, just in terms of like the more macro sense of this game. Like, if you're pushing ADROIT, were you counting on this timing? Like, do you think that they're worried at all now, and MINESKI are in a position where they can kind of play it out? What's your thoughts? Like, how concerned are you that you didn't get the maximum amount done with this super farmed Bristle, and now...
I think you're telling yourself that you still have... You still have Enigma. Your cores still scale quite well into the late game. You're a little bit worried about this Storm Spirit because it was the pick that you hadn't seen before you committed to this strategy, but I don't think that they are... I don't think they should be sweating too much.
Okay. Well, this flower in the mid lane, the Ninja Boogie on the Undying, his ulti about to wear off. Top lane, Natsumi still just going to farm away. Beastmaster is here as well. But it does feel like right now ADROIT are sticking together as four, and MINESKI are kind of just out farming them around the map. You look at the difference in net worth, and Mac, lift up, Eul Scepter, silence afterwards. This is going to be a run down here as he tries to get out. But I do not believe the potato will escape this time as he gets brought down by Mac.
Dire's middle tower.
He tried,
Attack.
but makes a little bit of space actually. If Moon gets this tower last at mid, I'm happy to call that worth.
Yeah. Black hole? He just black holes him. Okay. And Moon, not what he wanted to see.
All right, did you see the cast point on Ball Lightning get interrupted by the second mount?
Yeah.
He put his arms up,
nice.
started leaning forward to zip away, and then tick,
Yeah.
and that was the end of him. Very nicely done. All right, no longer worth, Gabe. No longer worth.
No longer worth.
Yeah. Jug is a farming though.
Yeah.
Nico Baby going for a Manta, natural choice against the Silence, against the Malphus, against the Whirling Axes as well. Actually, fairly important. Oh.
Well, another grip now used. Undying, going to be killed off, and if they wanted to, I mean, is there a point where you just like walk in and try and go for an Exorcism Roche, or do you need to have Black Hole at that point, I guess?
I think you need to pick off first.
Okay.
MINESKI's too scary around the pit. You need to kill either the Beastmaster or the Storm, because otherwise the Hawk's just going to scout you. And then, are MINESKI gonna? They have a Solar Crest on the Beastmaster and a Vlad's. This is completely unexpected if you are ADROIT.
Okay, they scanned it immediately.
All right. Where's? Okay, there's nobody
That's a classic.
There's nobody bought.
All right, but they're gonna get it still.
All right. You're not expecting that it can possibly be this fast.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that you think the Beastmaster already has Solar.
And they walk in, lift up, Aegis, it's on Moon. And they got there too late, like you said. Weren't ready for it. Omni Slash bouncing around. Oh my God, ADROIT, you need to get the heck out of there. No, they found him though. Moon almost brought down and would have been able to catch that Aegis. Already the Death Prophet is dead. They're going to try and turn onto this one. Moon standing in the Midnight Pulse. Boomy throws around the Malphus. No, he does take it down now. But he's coming back in a second with that Aegis, and it does look like KP able to escape. Just like that, the chase down. Boomy will eventually be killed. 4 dead already. They want to kill Bach. It's dangerous going after the Bristleback, but not when you got all the mana in the world on your Storm. And a big win as 5 go down.
All right, MINESKI have used the farm that KP's gotten 10 times better than the farm that Baccarino has.
Yeah.
Like, both offlaners got a lot of space this game, and I feel like KP's item build has done a lot for them. The Greaves and the Crimson Guard helped. They all stayed alive after the Omni Slash, but they were all on like a quarter HP.
He popped Crimson Guard in that fight, didn't he?
Yeah, he popped Crimson.
Okay.
I think the Jug was DD'd though.
All right,
so,
got it.
Yeah, Nico Baby just kind of chopped everybody, and now they are very behind. I don't know if he was like solar buffed as well when he pops the Omni Slash, but he did some big damage. Oh, that's bad. All right.
At least they burned through the Aegis on the Storm.
Sure. Yeah, Moon kind of got baited by the Greaves aura a little bit there, but he's only just got his Bloodstone now, so he's going to continue farming really nicely. Nico's got his Manta, so that can always go for the +1 wave while he's shoving lanes, and Bristleback just feels like it's kind of going to fall off.
And Bristleback found again alone. They're not there with him, and Mac wants to keep him alive. This time he might actually survive. Nightmare save for the moment. Enigma needs to get here with the Greaves to save a life, but it does not happen. Black Hole, though, possibly. He's nearby. They're catching this Storm. He's dead. That grip was almost a full duration. And now they've also found the Jug. What is happening in this game? As they found Nico Baby, he's got to run away, but the slowdown is going to be there. And the right clicks, body blocks coming from KP, everything for my carry possible. But the stun comes through, they find Undying, and he will too die. Oh, jump forward. Good TP out there by the Jug, but it looks like they'll also get the Beastmaster as, well, Boomy has the chase down, Malphus there, and KP eventually going to fall as well. I mean, Bristleback dies that time. Maybe this was the whole plan. You just bait them into thinking you're always going to feed. And then they dive too deep.
I guess. Biggest issue, well, there were some nice saves as well. The DP came in, immediately used the jug, stopped him from hitting for a little bit.
Right.
And then I think the solar like ran out for a bit. It was all around a little bit, yeah, very, very tough. Very, very tough situation. They mostly needed to have Omnislash. If they have Omnislash, that's completely clean.
Yeah.
The grip probably doesn't come out. They don't lose the storm. Sucks to lose some Bloodstone charges like that. I think MINESKI just getting a little bit overconfident going before they had their abilities back up. And gotta remember that the double damage had a double damage and having the Aegis both played fairly big roles in that previous fight.
And CML also, like, this Bane getting almost the full duration grip onto Storm, they have to be able to protect it.
That should hardly ever happen, yeah. But actually, there's not that many ways to cancel it. I guess once you've seen the lift and the roar happen on your Bristleback, it's pretty free.
It does kind of create a bit of a problem, too, in this fight that, like, you need... Like, he stole grip on Rubik, right? So now he's got Fiend's Grip available. But if you're using the spell steal to interrupt that, then Black Hole is a threat as well afterwards.
Yeah, for sure.
At least until the Rubik gets Aegis. No, Aghanims.
That's the item. Yep.
But they want to make use of this. Raging Potato with the grip.
Also, reminder, Raging Potato did not get the second point in spell steal. It's not worth it. Max your other spells first. This has been a PSA.
All the Rubik players will rejoice. Increase your win rate by 20% instantly. Oh, there it is. And they got him. It happens so quickly.
It's under attack.
Yeah, they gotta kill Rubik here.
This is Storm Spirit with setup. No, it's about to lose Fiend's Grip anyway,
Okay.
so it's
Fair
fine.
enough.
But still, killing Rubik is definitely important. Enable your Black Hole. 25-minute bounties. That's 4 little golden pickups for MINESKI. Gonna extend this net worth lead even further. It plateaued for a little bit after they kind of botched that fight, but they didn't even botch it. It was just kind of the wrong decision in the first place. Oh. All right, they got a ward on the high ground.
Yeah.
It's only gonna be Boogie who dies for this. He was trying to be really cute, cut his way through the trees and then put a ward behind the tower.
Yeah.
Which is a nice play, but
Gets punished.
Does get punished. ADROIT 1 step ahead in this situation.
So Bristleback is going to be going for a Lotus next.
Oh, this ward is bad news, Bears.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh man,
that needs to be taken.
That's a like Storm and Beastmaster kill anyone on the high ground and they take your lane of Rax ward.
They should probably get the D ward though, because when they pressure for high ground, you have to be expecting the Hawk.
Yeah, so they'll put a sentry for the Hawk. That's true.
Yeah,
but
in the meantime,
yeah, at least they're sending the Bristle. It's gonna take maybe one more hero to kill him versus just the Storm and the Beastmaster. Actually, I don't even know. With the Solar Crest, if Storm gets a big zip and ends up in front of him.
So do you think that ADROIT have the heroes to be able to play into the late game? Because it's feeling like this Storm is starting to get a little bit out of control.
I think they do, but they have to hold for like another...
Tower is under attack.
I think it's probably like BKB on the Bristle and like one more item on the Troll. They're just kind of getting out-farmed.
Okay.
I think they can still fight them late game. It's not that they will clearly win late game. That's not at all what I'm saying. That if they make it to 40 or 50 minutes, that they auto win. Not even close. But it's also not the case that they auto lose by waiting for a good opportunity.
Storm finishes off the Orchid. You can see the buyback statuses. Dire, have it on the Enigma and the DP. Can't afford to lose anybody else, although everybody else is relatively close in terms of gold. And are they going to smoke up behind their Bristle now? I mean, they have some vision out here at least, but need to be wary of this ward, which is still given a little bit of vision. Looks like they're just going to walk into their triangle. Also, this ward placed down, spotting out Boomy.
And
Moon plays so aggressively. He just like, I feel as though he plays just to get in people's heads. Like he zipped in, he nuked the mid wave right in front of the Death Prophet, and then like zipped away before the Death Prophet could react. It's just kind of a like, hey, I'm still here. Are you still awake? Like I'm making sure that those reaction times are still there, because I'm ready to. If you guys slip up for even a second, I'm going to be right on top of you.
Stolen axes by Rubik.
It's very important that MINESKI aren't letting this mid wave ever like cross this line. They've got the ward, so they see what's going on, and they're just constantly keeping it pressured up into the base. I guess it's a poor man's version of like the dire tri-camp hold.
Right.
But just constantly, mid lane's close to the base, top lane is always inside of the base, and Jug is farming in the wake. He's like, there's this zone being created for the Juggernaut to just keep farming while they're constantly pushing out those two lanes.
Bach, in the meantime, is going to try and pick up this BKB Radiant scan, Dire scan, checking if the Roche is up. It's still a minute, 15 seconds before it's capable, or before it will respawn, rather. And Detroit right now just trying to do what they can. You can see Moon like just has such a good read of where they all are at, right?
Yeah.
Like obviously the scan hit there as well.
Scan, the wards, they have a good idea of what's going on. They do have a blink on the Enigma now. I don't. Okay, that's just now being scouted as he pops out of the smoke, and they are going to deward this high ground. Okay, nice. Oh, jump in from Moon though.
Finds it, just kills him in the middle of all of them.
Yeah, they're close, but like not close enough to actually punish. He sees Hero's top, knows that the Death Prophet probably just walked away at mid. Oh, Rubik, a little bit of danger. Missed the silence.
Bach gonna find that kill as well.
Okay.
So you kill my support, I take yours.
That's good.
And yours is worth a little bit more money.
Is under attack.
Stupendous!
Death Prophet just going for an Aeon Disc. Very defensive build from Mac. No sign of the Aghanim Scepter, so just relying on the Exorcism for damage up. But does have the level 18. Box over here. Needs the rest of his team to come help him out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it feels like they're kind of willing to at least move out a little bit more now. I guess that with Rubik gone, the threat of the black hole being stolen means that they can actually have it on the table again to pressure.
I don't think MINESKI actually want to fight right now. If you look at their current gold, they're all sitting on fairly fat stacks. Jug did just buy the Basher, but Beastmaster's got 4,400 and Storm's got 4,100.
Bach, yet again, he's used the Lotus Orb. He's just dead.
Dirty bastard.
I don't know.
Why is he there?
All right, he's going to buy back.
All right, there you go. But they didn't even use anything big. It's just the Roar.
Yeah.
Now they just back out and go back to
They used Tombstone.
Okay. Yeah, I guess, and the Undying ulti.
Okay.
We're talking about Undying not really being a thing.
That's true.
Past a certain point. The Tombstone's going to be annoying, but... Oh, man, they get that buyback for free.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't cost them anything.
And I think that, you know, MINESKI, it's just good recognition of when they can go in and be aggressive. And that's what this Beastmaster pick gives you, right? Like, you've got the wards around,
the
you've got vision is everywhere.
Yeah, that's the one thing we probably haven't been highlighting as much. But
I need to do this again.
The constant vision is just... Wait, it resets every game?
Every game.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah. So they see everything. And meanwhile, Dire, they see only what their creeps are pushed out towards.
Okay, well, they came outside of the base. They've spent that gold. Storm's got a Shiva's. Beastmaster still holding it. I'd kind of like to see an item on the Beastmaster, but maybe he wants buyback.
And are they just going to try and push, like, with no buyback on Bristle? And
War's up now.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't push into Storm in this situation.
This is, it feels like they're a little lost now and need to back out and not lose anybody. If you lose one person at this point.
I think what is going through ADROIT's mind at this point is that this is what we're supposed to do, right? Like, my Bristleback went and did something, and he died, and they used some spells, and so I bought back so that we could take this, like, opportunity or to at least get something out of the buyback.
Right.
And that's what they're supposed to do, but they can't. They can't do anything in this situation.
Yeah.
They just have to, like, they didn't even really, they didn't get any wards on the other side of the map. They are just getting completely corralled on their side of the river. And Jug just keeps on farming.
Is Troll getting some farm at least while this is going on? Kind of.
Yeah, he's doing all right. Given the situation, he's doing okay, but then all of the Radiant cores are way up there. Oh, Beastmaster.
Lift up. KP. They're going to try and kill him off. Tombstone on the high ground. Need to back out.
Moon's not there. He's half mana on the other side of the map.
Smoke. Okay, that was nice. Roar used. Can't afford to lose Bristleback, but everybody is nearby. Meanwhile, the Enigma being isolated away from them all. Nightmare to try and save. He gets the Greaves out. Gonna throw down the Midnight Pulse, but he's just dead. They lost the Undying, but a bigger kill is on that Enigma. Adroit just going to walk away yet again. He does have buyback if things get too testy. Rubik also going to be controlled now as Adroit walk back in. But Bach is very low, and with the Spirit Vessel on him, you really can't afford to lose him right now. The Omni Slash bouncing to the creep wave, but kills off the Bristleback. 100 seconds. Natsumi, he feels like he has to make something happen here. You can't afford to lose the Bristle, but if you fight at this point, you're just going to lose the game maybe. So they will retreat, and that's going to be Aegis.
This is what I talked about during the draft. You pick Bristleback as your position 3, and your mid lane doesn't have like solid catch. I guess the supports are also the other factor, but they're just getting kited back and forth, right?
Yeah.
MINESKI have them on a line, and they're just kind of reeling them out, reel them back in a little bit. They're just playing with them to force buybacks, and they're never truly engaging into the fight. This Bristleback's just being completely neutered.
Right now, 34 minutes in, 14,000 net worth lead. And MINESKI, who struggled so much in the group stages, are now looking poised to potentially close this one out. 45 seconds with no Bristleback. They're going to use the Glyph. Tome picked up as well, close to level 20, but they jump in on the back lines and they find a Bane right at the start. They do have Black Hole available, but if you use it and it gets stolen, this falls apart so rapidly. They buy back on the DP, they buy back on the Bane, but still, MINESKI are not deterred. They want to take down this Tombstone first. Undying in the front, slept forever by the Nightmare, but it is MINESKI taking buildings.
Middle barracks.
And Adroit do not have an answer.
They started this series on a dangerous note. Lyrical, they lost that first game. They didn't look on the best form necessarily, but Nico Baby here on the Jug, here on the Slark, looking good.
Silence there onto the Storm Spirit, trying to get the slowdown. They need to get some more control there onto Storm, but it's not happening. And now the jump forward finds the silence. Lotus Orb to keep that Bane alive for a moment. They might be able to get off the grip afterwards, but no, he's able to dodge away from it. Moon just jumping back and forth and not being taken anywhere. They have the DP dead. Storm is coming back in just a moment, and with that Omni Slash going, too much damage from the Jug. The Black Hole is there, but Moon actually just going to be able to turn it back around. Nico Baby Rampage because of the stolen Black Hole. GG is called. MINESKI take him down. The Juggernaut pause after the Rampage. Rarely seen, but much respected.
I'm sure that's the headset keyboard situation, maybe.
It might have been.
I hope so.
Nico
Dire team pick.
It's a hero that can make some plays and combo with the global presence. Just channel the spirit of Thompson directly.
It always feels like a waste if you draft a Wisp like this.
The Meteor Hammer is a bait. The Meteor Hammer is 200% a bait.
He just plays it in pubs to throw everybody off the hero. That's what it is.
Quaswex Invoker is legit. Channeling Meteor Hammer and then ghost walking. It's not a.
Oh, it makes a nice highlight though.
It when it works, yes, but
it always feels bad though when you have a Wisp and then you can't do anything else global on top of it. That's why I like the Nick suggestion, because it gives you some scouting. You can follow up. You know, they both are along the same vein.
Is there an offlaner that we like better? Does Bristleback beat Ember 1v1 mid?
I actually think he does, or at least he matches up pretty well.
What can Ember do?
No, even better. You just go Omni Knight. Right? You're all in on all of the heals.
On having no catch.
No catch.
Knight strat.
They do need more knights. That is true.
Sick.
Yeah, what happened to Omni though? He
I want to see them pick a hero that can just walk down the lane with them, DP or something like that. Kunkka's great though.
It's Kunkka.
Yeah,
I should have took that Kunkka action again, eh?
Yep. Here's the problem: they don't have any answer for BKBs. Like, if
Kunkka doesn't catch Ember either. That's the other thing. Kunkka does not catch this hero.
You make a fair point. And wait, isn't Puck also kind of elusive? Not really
Puck's gonna buy a Yules or something.
And he doesn't kill Sven.
They know that they need cash for the mid lane.
This is over. Amplify one.
I grab the Spirit Breaker. Well, Trent, you trying to take some of that lyrical action?
I will 5 it up. 5 times.
5 times?
5?
No.
You got to get on that.
All right, I'm taking that just for the expected value. I will say I think Amplify is gonna win, but 5 to 1
I
odds.
hope you are 10 in the hole.
5? Wait, no, I get the 5. He gets the 1. I got 5x on Genespris. So this will level me out if Genespris can win.
It's not 5x at 5?
Yeah.
5x for Amplify. Although I think this is value. 3x for Amplify on Betway, 1.3 on Genespris.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, get out there and support Betway because they're giving you a gift right now.
That's
a layup.
Wait, Amplify beat them in the group stage as well, right? They're the only team that.
Amplify won.
All right, yeah, Amplify wondered.
You know, that is a stat we didn't bring up. In the group stage, they dropped a single match. It was Amplify that did it.
Yes.
It doesn't seem as impressive once you see what just happened against MINESKI. You know?
It's true.
That was pretty devastating.
I mean, I probably shouldn't have gone 5
Okay, guys.
to 1.
So how does Genespris win this game?
You win all of your lanes.
Fat relocates.
Win all of your lanes, then run down lanes and take towers.
Kunkka ganks everyone.
Kunkka ganks everyone.
I was going to say Bristleback pops off in the laning phase, but we saw that last game, and it wasn't close to enough. So, I don't know.
Well,
extenuating circumstance.
Thank you to my potatoes.
Deuces.
You may leave the couch and take us into the game.
Now, those sound effects really added a lot of value. Thank you to our analysts on the couch. They will be joining us again. We're going to get our assistant here, the camera operator. He does a lot of the heavy lifting. Flying him in from Seattle.
That's good. You know, all the other ones are in Sweden. We got the cheaper flight.
Yeah, the assisted operator works cheap, so he's one of our favorites. Well,
he also doesn't complain and ask for strudels all the time.
He doesn't
like our obs.
ask for strudels. That is definitely a value add. Sorry, Pimp Moogle.
I don't have your strudel, Pimp Moogle.
Stun onto the gyrocopter. 4-on-1. Wisp is here to try to heal him up, but it ain't going to be enough. He's got them cold feet. You hear that, Trey and Breeze?
5 to 1.
5 to 1
It's
odds.
over.
All right.
No, that's not good. Not for you.
No, oh, you're right. Okay, bad for me.
good for value down game again.
That's the thing about 5 to 1, though. Even if I lose, it's like, I don't feel bad about it. I still got some good numbers. But it's a good start. Gyro flying up top now. Savage, the Beast. Febby is also... Wait, what are their additional tags? We got Beast. We got no refunds. The Kunkka, he's blank.
The battle
Gunner's just, you know, all class.
All right, and March is XD. Okay, so...
Very fitting.
That's great. Bounties will be even.
Any wild lanes here? No, we have the Rior Puck off in the off lane. That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Yeah?
See how this goes versus
Will
the gyro. I think so. I want to see how well he does and how much help he gets from the Spirit Breaker if they're just going to be busy down bottom bullying this Bristle +1.
I was planning on watching Gunnar give it to Carl here, but it looks like it's going the other way. Carl with the flames.
Look at this this ward that they laid down. They know exactly how Febby plays Spirit Breaker. You see this?
Hang on.
Sorry, not
Febby is
anyway,
charging.
Let's say FBZ.
That's not Febby.
But anyway,
That's,
continue.
FBZ, yeah.
Yeah.
So what about that ward that they know about Febby?
So the way FBZ plays the Spirit Breaker, they have this ward here because he goes up onto that high ground and he tries to charge down. You see that?
I do see that.
That's a very unique ward for a Dire team.
Yeah. A
nice.
Good one at that against the Radiant Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, and then it might catch the charges through and everything too.
Take note, my puppies. Free MMR right there.
Well, I don't know how often it's going to work because that's a pretty tactical Spirit Breaker.
All right.
Now, speaking of the Febby Spirit Breaker, though, that didn't go very well for Genespers earlier.
No, that was actually...
Do we have... Now, in that game, the Spirit Breaker was being constantly dispelled and countered. He has to worry about a dispel again from the Oracle. But not... it's
not as bad. Shadow Demon does it a lot
mid-charge, he
better.
looks all right, other than X.
Up top, onto the Wisp. Still a level 1 breaker, so no bash, but big damage. Puck with those right clicks. Amplify. 2-0.
Yeah, that is one thing that Puck has going for him at the start of the game, right? Is the constant right clicks.
Yeah. Now, Puck did go for the value. Ring of Basilius. I said Puck. I meant to say Wisp. But a little bit of armor helping out. Still not enough. How's mid?
I got really confused because he had a Wraithband recipe in his backpack for the gyrocopter, but then, you know, I just saw that the ring just flashed back into my mind.
He's got Nakila?
He's got Nakila? What? Huh? This guy's playing on a whole other level.
I missed those patch notes. Jo. Caught by a Fortune's End, but no biggie. He's just going to walk it off. Nice and frosty.
He actually floats it off.
Yeah, that's you're right. He is a floater.
Yeah, a little ice cream cone.
Yeah.
17-2, 15-2 mid. Oh, yo, speaking of mid, though, Carl.
And
a bit of danger here versus Gunnar. Had to drop the bolas to keep himself alive. So now he's got a 1-1-2 build.
Okay.
Not exactly ideal for our Ember Spear players.
Gunnar kind of wanted to chase that. His torrent was just coming up.
And now he's just sitting with a tiebreaker. Hoping he'll come back.
Oh, this is definitely rough. Has to ferry out another salve. This is one of those. We'll look at the net worth, and Kunkka well ahead, despite the pretty tight last hit battle. Carl spending much more on regen already.
Radiant structures are fortified.
How's our gyro doing? 11-6. Actually, not the easiest lane. The puck surprisingly close at 9-2.
Yeah, Febby tried to do a pull through up top to the wave using the tether, but blocked off there from BDZ. So nicely played.
The selfless Spirit Breaker. Boots, Stout Shield, Orb of Venom.
Febby on that grind, man.
Selfless.
The Platinum IO player.
Wow. He does have the cube.
And again, BDZ, he's just not letting him get control.
Well, that's one thing the Spirit Breaker's good at, using that body.
Oh, that's a little better, though. At least tether the wave. Get some hurt there. But he gets the bash on the creep and the Orb of Venom, so that'll slow him up.
Homing missile. He's going to charge. He'll be good. Now, I have to say, this Cube Wisp is one of the few items I wish I had powered up and
companion cube. You didn't go in for the cube?
I did not go in.
Oh,
I'm not really a Wisp player, so I thought I just wouldn't get much use out of it. But looking back, it is one of my favorite cosmetics, and I'm a little sad I don't have it.
Well, don't make the same mistake with Naked Axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will.
But I probably will.
This Ember's dangerously low in the mid lane. I feel like we're going to miss him dying.
Jo barely TP's out. March not quite with enough. If that was a level 3 Oracle, they would have had that for sure. Oh, it is a level. Did he hit it right after he got out?
I wasn't looking. I was looking at
I think
the
so.
Ember mid.
I'm pretty sure it was just a level 1 Purifying.
Up top.
Gyrocopter.
And we now make our way to bounties, though.
Looks like it'll be 3 going the way of MINESKI. Why did I say MINESKI?
You're just thinking about the last series.
TJMM. It's 3 going the way of the Dire.
There are also
too
3
many M's. What?
Nah, don't worry about it. The time has passed. So this bristleback is not doing too bad. It's not Bocarino levels, but it's pretty damn good. 5.5 at 5.5 minutes.
Okay. Going for some phase boots. Radiant support's a little bit under-leveled right now. Both sitting at 2, while both Dire are happily at 3. Wisp even closing in on level 4.
Makes sense with how they've been playing, right? All I've seen Jo do is pull, and then he gets contested to the camp and can't even do much with the XP. And we've just seen BDZ just run around the entire map, so giving the XP over to their core players for now.
Strategic.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Very quiet. Both teams just focusing on the farm. Now a 1K net worth lead for TJMM.
The Rune of Illusion.
How many? I'm trying to count the prowlers here. Is that a double prowler? There's just a lot of heads going on in that ancient camp. I believe it's a double prowler stack there. So a bit unfortunate for the old Actually, for Bristle, it kind of goes both ways. Just don't get caught. Do not get trapped.
So it's scary regardless. That's not what you want with your first round of ancient stacks.
He's not looking for a Vanguard this game though, so it is a bit spooky. Trying to get away from it.
Dire just getting a little bit more out of these lanes. Gap closing in the mid. Carl catching up against the Kunkka now that he's got some levels.
Yeah, Gunner's pump faking him there with the X and then throwing out no torrent because he knows he's just going to slide it anyway. Giving him the mind games.
Midas queued up on Svan.
Dire's top tower.
He's got the lockage mentality.
What?
It's in his name. I don't know.
Oh, I guess he does. Mr.
Lockage mentality.
Well, you expect the Dire team to be pretty passive, right? They have an Oracle and an IO.
I mean, I think they're cool to let Gyro farm up. He is going to go Ag's first item. At least that's the game plan. So they're totally cool with this. I think Savage...
Well, it certainly fits the playstyle of Whether Savage, right? Just all out on the farm game. And with the changes to IO, you just go in for the Aghanims as soon as you can.
Yeah, but that said, doesn't really feel like there's that much pressure on the Radiant. Sven in the same camp. He just wants to get his Midas, Gyro, or Ember. Man, I need this coffee to kick. I am super tongue-tied.
You're getting there. I would like to see a kill attempt on the IO soon.
Ooh, he's not going to make it. Not going to make it. Ooh. Bristle's got the sticky goo, and AA's already got some armor issues, so you're not TPing out.
Yeah, so ideally, you want the lane swap to happen where they come up top, they get the kill with the Dream Coil, and then the puck goes bottom to try and lane versus the Bristle and like keep pulling the waves off the tower and everything. But now Rior's even getting pressured up top here, and there will not be set attempt. So they just don't think they have the damage for it yet.
The puck is getting a fair bit out of this lane. It's strikingly even. Everyone is just farm focused right now.
Yeah, Frev's even going for another ancient stack, and they've got March doing the other stack, so they just stacked the full triangle right now, and it's time to use this shrine.
All right, here's this is your standard
at 4270 right now, and 9 minutes. He's popping the shrine nice and early. He's looking to tank it up. That might have been a little premature here.
I think so.
I feel like I saw some wasted value there.
Yes, this is a bit scary. As you mentioned, without the Vanguard, he's going to get rooted.
I mean, he's got an Oracle, so he should be okay. Then again, he also doesn't have a Fate's Edict. Now he does, as he TP's mid. Hopefully no one dies. You can keep an eye on that. I'm just watching some Ancient stacks. You know, the more exciting part of Dota.
Hey, I want to see the Ancients. All right, didn't get as much out of this. It is going to close into his level 10.
Oh, just 1,100 gold.
Oh, it's 1,100.
Yeah, he's 4270.
Oh, I thought he was 4720.
And now he's 5450. So that's a lot of gold. That's like...
Yeah, that's going to be your talent
1,200
also.
or something? That
Bounty
seems kind of
battle.
bananas.
Carl going for it. Does not snag it. 3 once again. Going the way of the Dire. TJMM. Well, over a 2K net worth lead now for the Dire squad. Experience edge as well.
Wait, so they only got one bounty? Is that right? Oh, no, sorry. They got two. Okay. No, they got two. BDZ got one and Carl just picked up one a little bit later.
All right. Never mind.
And now we have a hood and nearly a pipe complete for Forev. So if they're looking to try and burst down this Io Gyro combo with this magic damage of the Ember, the Puck, and the Ancient Apparition.
It's a tall order.
Yeah, it's much harder now. And Jo starting to create these stacks for Sven as he's going to make a triple Ancient stack here. You got to imagine, Bristle might be on the hunt for those.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Gyrocopter even on the hunt for those. The stacks are dangerous. Gyro's rotating.
Relocate. They're going for the Sven. No, it falls short. Homing missile, though, will chase him down. They find that kill. Now Carl joins the party looking for Febby, and he's gone. Back up top. He will fall. Dream Coil's been used. Gyrocopter putting on the hurt. Puck has to dive the tower, and now BDZ on the run with nowhere to go. Sets one up for Gunner, and maybe they'll still find this puck. Orb away. Homing missile does connect.
Oh, Tiebreaker is far, but it's not that far.
A good try. Gunner with the right idea. Well, they lose the Wisp, but end of the day, pretty good for Kunkka. And not so bad for Gyro.
Yeah, great for the Gyro. Rotate down, get a kill, then go right back to farming. You said it. 12-minute minus now for the Sven, but he does have all this farm to still go back to. They missed the Ancient stack that time from Jo. But again, it's more Prowlers. The big Prowlers and Dragons, man. The big gold. That's all we're getting this game. No Thunder Hides yet. Well, actually, now that the new stack has Thunder Hides over on the Dire side.
Oh, Thunder Hides.
In Ancient Watch.
Can't even click on the Thunder Hide. There he is.
I like a giant Furbolg camp, you know?
Yeah?
Kind of like the ones in Underlord. It's just a humongous tomato and potato. With Bloodbound.
With Bloodbound. That would be cool.
I want to turn the Ancient Camp into a raid system.
I do want...
Let's give them special abilities to get a dodge.
I want more tiers within the same unit. You know, I like that we have the big centaurs and the baby centaurs. So you can make this whole centaur family in the jungle if you want to. I think we need more of that.
What, you want to collect and breed them too?
I mean, that would be cool. If we could get a Pokemon battle game going on with that. The lore is there already. It's
Chen would
another
be a lot cooler.
Yeah.
You know, finally we found out what to do with that hero.
We can add a gender to him, so if you get lucky, then you can really, you know, start the family.
Oh, someone's dying.
Oh, where'd he die? Down bottom? Oh, it's a double damage Kunkka, so there you go.
Radiant's bottom.
He got slapped. And
although
match.
he used it afterwards, so. Puck gets caught. Meanwhile, on the other side, not going to find the Bristle, but Forev in the danger zone, setting up a relocate. They might grab Jo. No, it's a TP home.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Gunner opting for the Radiance build for himself this game on the Kunkka. So one of the nice things about this hero, man, once you just have 4 points in X, you don't really need a mobility item, and yet you're still an initiator. How cool is that?
It's pretty neat.
You can just buy a Radiance and still start fights and be a big nuisance.
Appreciate how big that circle is.
Got Rior again, hitting him with the cleave.
Dire's middle tower.
Okay, with Ice Blast, can they kill Gunner right now? They have Coil in 1 second, and they have Veil. He should die, right? Oh, he's going to miss the orb, though.
Down bottom, they're going in.
Oh, a swing and a miss.
Yeah.
My goodness, what happened there?
Just your classic misfire. Solar Crest, next on Forev.
That's going to open up Roche for them.
He's trying to open up Carl right now.
Like a can opener.
It's going to be tough, though. Here comes the Fortune's End, and Carl jumps back in time.
How do they itemize for Carl this game? Do they just ignore him? Because...
Well, hold that thought. The gunman getting got. Go on.
Tips a wow, 4v1, you tip.
Nice play, Gunner.
Got him.
A real Kunkka would have survived.
And that was a bounty room play, so that'll help them secure the bottom two, but they were set top as well there, so.
Another twofer.
Yep. And meanwhile, 23 Savage, Febby, and March are splitting some XP up here in the Dire Triangle.
Wow, sharing is caring. These Ancients are getting a lot of work.
And the Aghanims is on the courier and delivered. And now we'll head right in towards the Maelstrom.
Well, I've got to give it to Genespris. They have completely changed their play style here. This is very controlled, super eco-focused. Feels like they almost haven't missed a stack on this Ancients, to be honest.
Yeah, and even on both parts of the jungle. I've seen them stacking everywhere.
I mean, 4-4, but they've got a pretty sizable lead, around 4K net worth. A lot of that coming from the Ancients. Helped power up the Bristle to #1, and now Gyro not far behind the Sven. And Svenny over here, he does have the Midas, Echo Saber, BKB on the way. So still farming fast himself. He's no slouch in the jungle. He does
feels
have a big
like
sword.
Amplify having a way to destroy towers would have made this game a lot better for them.
I would agree with that statement.
To try and take away space and try and create opportunities for the Spirit Breaker to open up executions with the charges and help out his Ember Spirit. But instead, with all these towers remaining on the Dire side, whoa, Forev just two-shot him.
There you go.
Okay. I guess the medallion will do that, huh?
I gotta find that. He right-clicked him for 402 damage both times.
-7, -2.2 per stack. Get the Warpath, hits for about 100. That's textbook Bristle.
Cheo just got destroyed. And now he's a Solar Crest, so stack up the armor a bit more. Or down, rather.
Ooh. Visible Bristle. Walks into the Sentry. Relocate. Going in on the Sven.
That's a Sven he's punching. Look at his health.
Spirit Breaker, he's here.
He's dead.
Rocket, called out. I think Sven's gonna fall. He doesn't have much armor anymore, Trent.
He's got no armor.
Turns out old Warcry was pretty good. Now Puck phase shifts the boat, but he won't have it to get away. Now the Puck goes down. 5-1.
When Frev gets these heroes, he's just a whole different beast. But of course, his team helping to enable him as well, for sure. But this ain't no Forev Mars. You know, this is the Forev Timber and the Bristle are the other level.
Yeah. Forev's doing a great job just soaking up farm. He's still #1 on net worth.